Hello Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today, and I'm sharing with you this layout created with my PaperPerson kit. This is the November Holiday Baking Kit, and this is a collaboration that I do with Sara Scraps, so be sure to head over to her channel and check out what it is that she has created using the November kit. We used to do a You Pick 5 where you would pick 5 things, but that got... Yeah, well, we stopped subscribing for a while and now we're resubscribing. And basically, we're just sharing projects that we are creating with that particular month's kit. So I have combined this kit with some simple stories. This is the Baking Spirits Bright collection, and I am creating another grid layout and another baking layout. So I will first off the bat want to make sure that you know that these photos are not mine. They are the photos that are on the website that come with the recipe of this boozy eggnog bundt cake. So I have yet to make the cake. I fully plan to, I just have not had time to yet, and I really wanted to use this collection for this particular cake. And so I borrowed the pictures, and I will either leave them or I will replace them with my own. However, I wanted to get this collection used, and so this is what I wanted to do with it, and so that's why I have these pictures. So a very simple grid, 3 4x3s stacked one on top of the other, and then 3 4x6s also stacked one on top of the other. And I'm going to create an interactive element again, like I did with the Baking Spirits Bright collection that I shared for Simple Stories at the bottom of the page here. And the idea is that I will write the story of the baking of the cake underneath there, because there isn't room for it anywhere else. So you can see I used a super old tab punch there, and I'm going to create a tab so that you can see that that is where you will open up and interact with the story. So I know many of you are going to ask, well, how are you going to do that if it's in a page protector? I often cut my page protectors, and so I will pull that flap. I will insert it with the flap down, so it'll go through the slit in the page protector and then go from there. So I have that super awesome. The tags that come with this month's PaperPerson kit are gold foiled, and they are super awesome. So I have one sparingly used up at the top there. That Baking Spirits Bright pocket card is a card from the kit. And then you can see the other 2 papers that are at the bottom. 2 papers are from the PaperPerson kit. I cut those. Those were the actual pieces of 6x8 pattern paper, and I cut those. And so I, as a scrapbooker, like to have a lot more embellishments than typically come with the kit. Yes, you can create embellishments from stamping, but all of these stamps are phrases, and I am going to use a lot of these stamps, but I want more embellishment. And so that's why I decided to supplement with the Baking Spirits Bright collection from Simple Stories, and it goes perfectly. So I am layering up a sticker from the sticker sheet from the collection pack, as well as a sticker from the sticker book. These puffy hearts and stars and location stickers are from the actual PaperPerson kit. I am going to use the ones that are color coordinated. I'm trying to stick with mint of various colors, as well as pink and red as my color scheme. You can see that I do have a few spots of the dark green, but they're kind of more of a play off of that mint as well. So I don't really consider it too much of a additional color in the color palette here. So I love labels, and so I am going to dig out some labels. You can see I've got my little tea stash holder things there that I'm sifting through from Ellie's studio, and I'm going through my pinks, my reds, and my mints. I will tell you, red is a super hard color. Look, you're going to see me go through 5,000 of these red labels, because red is a super hard color to match. It's one of my favorite colors, but it really is truly hard to match. And while you can see that the red of the Magimix, what do you call them? Kenmores? the baking mixing thing on the on the left hand side that's red. Those are it's a different red than the red that's up top, but I want to try and at least get one of the two reds matched for the red label that I'm going to use, because it is such an eye-catching dominant color across this page here. So I am going to look for another red element to put at the bottom of the page there so that you have a bit of a visual triangle. I am using all completely different elements, but that red is the uniting theme that moves your eye down and across the page there. So you can see I've layered up Ellie's Studio, it's a banner really, and a label that I've stamped with new recipe, because this will be a new recipe once we do it. And then I'm going to incorporate a bunch of the other stamps into the layout, and I'm going to stamp directly onto the photo. Can you believe it? Yes, I'm not going to do it just once, but twice even. So exciting. And then the other stamping that I'm going to do on labels. And again, more just for the color. And I like the way that the labels bring more color to the page as well as help break up the grid. This could be considered a layout for one of my breaking out of the box series. Actually, you tell me, do you think this is breaking out of the box? I don't think it is, because you can very much see the box and you can see the grid. And yes, I have elements that are coming off of the grid, and I have broken up the 6 boxes, but it's still pretty boxy to me. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's breaking out of the box, or do you think I'm still sticking in the box? I've been loving my grids lately. So just adding more and more elements to this in anticipation of literally breaking up the grid. And you know, I mentioned earlier, I was thinking about this as I was talking, that I might put my own photos in, but I guess I'm not going to, because I have stamped directly onto these photos and I really like these elements, and I'm not sure that those are going to come off. So yeah, I guess I'm going to leave these borrowed photos, make them mine. I have made them mine by sticking them on this page, but I am going to make this cake. Boozy eggnog bundt cake. Doesn't that sound delicious? So I love, 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 love these thickers, they're not thickers, these puffy alphas, the gingerbread puffy alphas. So I'm going to use them sparingly, and I'm just going to put boozy, and then I'm using other PaperPerson letter stickers for eggnog, and that is just the title. Even though it's boozy eggnog bundt cake, I didn't really want that third part of the title. So I felt like I had a very dominant mint green up the top there, even though I have the embellishments to the right and that cool tag. So I felt like I needed to put something else in there just to give a little bit more visual interest and balance out that particular square, or rectangle, as the case may be. And so I've got just the top of a tag, and then I'm going to use this red. Again, I felt like I needed a little bit more red to balance out the layout. So I love that red that goes across. It's kind of like the bow that goes, the tie that goes around the back of the apron. And then I'm going to have a little red sticker down here, again from the Simple Stories collection, that says sugar and spice. And I love that. That's that bottom piece of red that wraps up that visual triangle there. Again, just going to add in a few more elements, and that, my friends, is going to wrap it up. So be sure to head over to Sara Scraps' channel and see what she's created with this kit. Enjoy the close-ups. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you're doing well. Come back again soon. Take care.